Happy Saturday. There's a lot of people that just started following me, because my page is public and things of that nature. And they don't know the old Keyshawn. There's some people that still follow me and know the old Keyshawn. But let me remind y'all of a few things. And I didn't say it before, so I'm gonna say it again. Before y'all knew who Megan Thee Stallion was, I was a savage. You know what I'm saying? Before Beyonce put Demon Time in the song, I was on Demon Time. So don't get confused with me knowing God's word and living out of the world to confuse me with not knowing the game. You know what I'm saying? When you pop bubblegum game, I'ma chew it. When you pop bubblegum game, I'ma chew it. What is you saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all is crazy. Now that I done got all the disclaimers out, now let me go into what I wanted to say, because I'm only going to be a few minutes because I got a short trip today. So, as I was saying, I don't know what be going on. And see, that's why I don't really date or nothing like that, because I be feeling like, men is crazy. Like, what be the thought process of y'all? Do y'all like see my page and look like I'm too happy? And let me see, oh, she too happy. Let me go over there and get some of that happiness. Do y'all feel like, oh, she must be gullible or naive because I'm always talking about God is love and this and that? I don't know what the thought process be, but I ain't the one, nor am I the two. You know what I'm saying? I don't return energy. I just cut my energy off from you. Ooh, 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 ooh. I like the way that came out. But yeah, like, I don't return energy. I just cut my energy off from you. Like, that's it. That's it. That's all. There's nothing else to talk about. And so there's a little situation, and this is the second time the situation has came up. So I'm addressing, and once I address it on social media and turn it into a TikTok, baby, it's done. You can close the door. So the situation is, you know what I'm saying? I give everybody my undivided attention. You know what I'm saying? I am very mindful of how I want to be treated. I am very mindful of my boundaries, what I'm willing to accept and not accept. I am very vocal on those boundaries and what I want or what I expect from a person. You know what I'm saying? I know how to identify red flags. Hello, I was a red flag. Because I was very toxic. I love toxicity. But see, in this life, when you really have real peace in your life, you're not interested in nothing toxic. You're not interested in no red flags or none of that. So if I see a red flag, I'm gonna call you on the red flag. You know what I'm saying? Flag on the plate. Flag on the plate. You know what I'm saying? Everybody hasn't healed and came from the journey I came from, so I understand nobody's perfect. But if you keep on throwing flags, babe, I'm getting off the plate. Okay? So as I was saying, so the person, I called them on it, and this is with me. If people say they don't understand me, they say I'm difficult. I'm not difficult. I'm difficult to manipulate. You know what I'm saying? And I realize people apologize for behavior, but they don't change it. So that's a sign of manipulation. And I've been manipulated and gaslighted enough in my life that I know how to identify, and I refuse to allow somebody to manipulate me or gaslight me ever again in life. You heard me? And so with that being said, I tell people how I feel, and I don't know if they think it's a joke or they think, they're not used to people meaning what they say. See, I say what I mean what I say. If I tell you I don't like the way you treat me, you continue to treat me that way, you're not going to treat me that way because I'm going to be gone. And so then people will double back with the different little comments, and then once I don't want to be bothered, now you blowing me up. You texting me, you calling me, you inboxing me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you calling me from numbers private and stuff. For what? Like, for what? Okay, I'm going to wrap it up in the last one. And so now, since I don't want to be bothered with you at all, you got all the time in the world for me. You know what I'm saying? I said that the other day about the mediocre relationships. I'm not interested in mediocrity. Okay? I'm not interested in nobody, what you doing me to that, good morning me to that. So this morning I was talking to this person, and if you have my phone number, I send everybody messages, I uplift them, I send them prayers every day. And so this particular person, you get prayers from me on social media, so you don't need a personal connection to me. I gave you a personal connection to me, and you still did what you chose to do. So now you don't have that access. Your access is denied. And that's the second person that I've let access me, and I'm not talking about physically. I'm talking about just being able to, communicate with me outside of social media. And then when I cut them off, they won't hit me with the "it's not God-like." Huh? I feel like that's a form of manipulation. You know what I'm saying? God said, please him, not man. So I'm supposed to continue to let you break my boundaries and not respect And lastly, there's people that cut off last year, and I haven't had another conversation with them. I don't know. I'm not one of them people that's going to make a big scene. I'm not going to tell you I'm cutting you off. I'm not going on Facebook saying I'm cutting nobody off. What I know for sure is you keep going and they're going to fall off. You know what I'm saying? That's how I operate. So I don't know if people don't think it's real. I got some people, I had to block them off my messenger because they don't have access to my phone, so they blowing me up in the messenger, in my DM, in my inbox. For what? For what? When you had access to my phone, you didn't even use it. So what do you possibly want? I would never give you another chance ever again. I've wasted too much time with people that didn't deserve any time from me. So you think I'm about to double back and go waste some more time? Y'all is crazy. No, NT, like, just stop. And then people try to make it seem like, oh, you think you too much. No, you don't think you enough to be begging somebody for their attention that don't want to be bothered with you. Get a grip on yourself. And so what that means for me, like, just because I cut you off, now you want to say that's not God-like. So do you, just because I could forgive somebody and never talk to them ever again. Y'all have to stop confusing people forgiving y'all from accepting y'all back in your life. That is the second person in the last month that they try to manipulate me, gaslight me, or do me something wrong. And when I tell them I forgave them and I stopped talking to them, now that's not God-like. God ain't got nothing to do. God wasn't in this when you was doing what you was doing. God wasn't in it when you was taking advantage of the friend, the genuine person I was being. You ain't had God in that thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, people really try to use that God-like on you because I don't want to let you use me. That's not God-like. Y'all is crazy. What was God when you did the behaviors that you did that made me cut you off? What was God then? That's not God-like what you did to me. You know what I'm saying? People is really crazy, y'all. That's why I like being alone. I love my solitude forever and ever.